Yeah, it was eerie doing those games with no fans in the stands. It was weird so we did road games off monitors.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to finally get to do this and tell
I appreciate it. No, it's great to finally kind of have the freedom to tell my story. The most fun thing to me is people going to remember that Johnny Gargano was a good professional wrestler, but even better human being.
It's honestly a blessing. Like, being able to just go to different places, travel, and see new sights.
The title of your podcast actually is very appropriate here. I've just always been interested in hearing people's stories.
Welcome to Your Story with Mike Wexler.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Your Story podcast. My name is Mike Wexler. Happy 2026. It's a brand new year. We're here live in a special location because I got a very special guest, someone who I consider personally my best friend. I mean, I've known this guy since 2021, where we met at a Sammy Guevara meet and greet, surprisingly, during his graduation day. Ladies and gentlemen, professional wrestler, photographer, videographer, director, like there's so many things. Isaac Rodriguez. How are you?
I'm good, man.
Dude,
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Okay. I appreciate you being on for the first episode of 2026. How are you doing?
Crazy. Doing good, man. A little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but nah, I'm chilling. Nah, thanks for having me on, man. Like
so
being
nervous.
being a director of your show, being a cameraman for your show, being an editor for your show, all the way now to being a guest, it's a big deal for me. So thank you, bro.
Well, you host your own podcast as well. It's called Way Up.
Yep.
Can you talk to the people about that? What does Way Up mean to you, and what's kind of your main goal with that podcast?
Oh, damn, we're gonna ride into it. Come on. So yeah, Way Up. So what does it mean to me? Well, honestly, yeah, the only way is up. That's one of our things that we be saying. But yeah, that's honestly what it means, to just keep leveling up anywhere in the work life, personal life, mainly. Yeah, how the way we got the name is because, we got my co-host Josh in it, so he's Josh Way. My production brand is One Way Productions. So we both got Way in our names, so we just mash it up together, and we love Drake. Way popular. So, bam,
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. I like the way that you guys have that podcast and the way that you guys just talk the stuff like you're known each other for years, which you and Josh have. And then you also have Leslie, who's been on the podcast as well, and some guests that you've had. It's really cool to see you guys be you in a podcast setting, at least.
Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, that's the main goal. The main goal is obviously grow. I really feel we are one of those podcasts that can blow up, and that's actually just as good as Impulsive, just as good as Theo Von. Like, I'm not saying that just to say that. Like, I truly feel like we're just not that famous. We're just not famous like them. We're not famous like Logan Paul and Theo Von, and the Full Send people, Joe Rogan. But like, I feel like we have potential to be up there. It's just I just want to be more consistent with it, So there's Josh is on his grind, Leslie's on her grind, I'm on my grind. So it's like there's so many. On my day off is none of theirs day offs.
Yeah.
Josh's day off is none of our day off, So it's very, very it's very difficult to do a podcast when you got everybody that is on their grind right now.
Yeah.
And just having the time to all right, let's knock out 2 episodes, 3 episodes. So yeah, so now you might see me doing solo interviews in the future, in this year. Like I already did one last year with my boy Matt Rogers when I went to Tennessee. It was a family trip, so
yeah.
Obviously, Josh and Les weren't there,
Yeah.
But like, Matt's a very good personal friend of the family, and he's done cool things, man. He's the PA announcer for the Tennessee Titans, so his name is kind of well known. So I was like, bro, I gotta have him on. And then he said yes automatically, which was dope.
Yeah.
So that episode showed me like, oh, I could do this on my own if I need to. Worst case scenario, which is dope,
Yeah, dude, it's cool. I think one thing that is also cool too is that now we've seen podcasts in 2025 going into 2026. A lot of them are being successful through clips. And you also have some clips that you've highlighted on the podcast as well.
Trying to, yeah.
I mean, have you found success in stuff like that? Like having clips of your podcast out there, which, you could find on his Instagram as well. Link in the description and all that stuff.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about consistency, bro.
Mhm.
I know I fell off throughout last year,
Mhm.
being consistent with it just because it's a pain in the butt, bro.
Mhm.
Putting a 5-minute, 10-minute clip, trying to clip it all under like a minute, because usually that's the sweet spot. Like under a minute is where you want it. Is where you want your reels at. It's difficult, bro. So I'm just managing everything and trying to get these clips out, But I have found success when I was being consistent. Actually, this past week, today's Wednesday, right, of this recording. So Monday night, I had a reel scheduled out to post. It was with Ron Kilborn, talking about how wrestling expanded his music taste. So it did really good because he accepted the collaboration.
Yeah.
That's usually where it happens too. When you accept the collaborations, boom, that's where we're getting all the likes and views and stuff.
Mhm.
And then what's it called? Then I posted on TikTok. It was like 9 or 8. I'm like, gosh, should I post it? And then I asked Leslie, I'm like, hey, you think is it too late for me to post on TikTok? She's like, no, you should do it now. Now's a good time. I'm like, screw it, all right, I'm gonna post it and see what happens. And then next day, when I'm in my break at work, I'm like, oh, let me see how the TikToks go. Boom, over 1,000 views, 100 likes, few comments. I'm like, oh snap, crazy. The clip that I did not expect
What?
was when that just blew up. I was not expecting it. Is when I was filming over at Survivor Series at the Superstore, the predictions, when everyone was predicting who's going to win the War Games match. Did not expect that to get over 5,000 views and all those likes. And then Alan reposted it, and then Wrestling Classic reposted it. So I think because of that, yeah, for sure, boosted up. So shout out to you guys. Thank you. Thank you, man. Because I was not expecting it to, bro. I kept getting notifications for like a solid week.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah, no, shout out to the Wrestling Classic. Shout out to Alan Owens, by the way. Make sure you guys go follow them on their social media platforms. Speaking about the Wrestling Classic.
I'm sure they already do, bro.
Speaking about the Wrestling Classic, he always inspires me to ask this question to all my guests. What was your earliest memories of wrestling?
I can't answer that, man.
There's not like from like the Ruthless Aggression era, nothing from...
I mean, yeah, the Ruthless. I mean, yeah, that's when I was born. I was born in '99, so like
Same.
the end of the Attitude Era. So I didn't even get to truly live the Attitude Era, But yeah, early like what do you mean like? It just memories overall. Like
yeah, like when you first saw wrestling, basically.
I can't describe when I first saw wrestling just because like the wrestling fandom goes deep. My dad was a huge wrestling fan. My grandpa was a huge wrestling fan. My dad be telling me stories how my grandpa and my dad they drive to LA every Friday night at the Olympic Auditorium. We all know about the Olympic Auditorium, right? Yeah, my dad and my grandpa were there. They were like regulars over there. So like he saw Hogan before he was Hulk Hogan. He saw Piper before he was Piper. He's seen Andre the Giant. So yeah, the fandom runs deep in there. Apparently my grandma too, if I remember, she was mentioning how I heard her brother used to go see them at Corpus Christi.
Wow.
Every time they were there. Yeah, so it's like, it runs deep. But honestly, man, yeah, wrestling was always a part of my life, which was so fun. Like in elementary school, my friends were big wrestling fans too. So like every Tuesday, bro.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, we had Sports Center conversations at the lunch table, man. Like,
so this is what happened this week.
Yeah, we were just like discussing, like, yo, like, what's up with this? What's up with this? And then the pay-per-views, bro. Pain in the freaking butt, bro. My dad, God bless his heart, man. Like, I understand now. See, you guys have it so easy now.
Do they though? I mean,
we didn't have Peacock. We didn't have ESPN. We didn't have Netflix back in the day. We had Time Warner Cable, where you had to pay over $60 to $80 for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
My dad only ordered WrestleMania and occasionally SummerSlam every year. So like Royal Rumble happens, oh my God, like I'm trying to block off every conversation So I had to wait till Monday Night Raw to see who won. Oh my God, John Cena's back! You know,
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, but those were some fun memories, though, man. Like, I remember when Triple H broke into Randy Orton's house.
Yep.
Bro, we were like buzzing over that, man. Like, how the way I found out Jeff Hardy won the title was the next night, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, those were some fun moments, man. Like, you know, those guys, you know, those were like real life superheroes to me. You know, I'm a
Yeah.
huge superhero guy.
Mm-hmm.
So like seeing like real life superheroes was just so dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
No, yeah. Is there a superhero in particular that has stood out? Because, like, for me, for example, would be like Batman. Batman is like that guy that, like, he doesn't wear a cape per se. I mean, he has, like, you know, his flying ability in a sense, but I mean, he could just kick ass and take names.
Yeah, I was always a big Spider-Man guy. I love
Mhm.
Spider-Man. You know, I grew up with the Tobey Maguire movies. You know, I was always a big Spider-Man guy.
Where Macho Man Randy Savage was in the first one.
Yeah, you know. I didn't understand that till a little later on in life, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Bonesaw McGraw. Yeah.
I got you for 3 minutes later.
Oh man,
So good, man.
that yeah.
Peak, bro. Peak.
Now, follow up on that. Do you think that Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man?
Yes.
Really? Because I'm an Andrew Garfield guy. I think that he.
No, you're not.
No,
No, you're not.
I think so.
No, you're not. You're saying that because of the new movie that just came out a few years ago. Everybody hated Andrew Garfield, bro. No, you're not. Don't lie, bro. Don't
Man
lie.
hates Andrew Garfield.
Don't lie. I always loved Andrew Garfield. Like I said, I'm a nerd, bro. I always felt he didn't get enough love. I'm like, yeah, the movies weren't the best, but it was like it wasn't his fault.
I just think because of the introduction to like Venom
You know?
and the way that they introduced like that storyline to Andrew and stuff like that was cool.
Like he didn't get. He should have got a third movie, but at the end of the day, I felt he got way too much hate. And then when No Way Home came out, everybody loves him all of a sudden. Like, huh? I thought you guys hated this guy.
Yeah. I mean, well, you got to realize there's like a good 10-year gap in between the two movies. Yeah. So, but shout out to Andrew Garfield. Shout out to Tobey Maguire. Tom Holland.
Bro.
Yeah.
Tom Holland's he's dope, man.
He's dope, yeah.
He's great. I can't wait for July. It comes out in July.
Yeah, this year.
New one,
a lot of good movies are happening this year, dude. Toy Story, I think they're coming up with the new one.
Toy Story. We got Avengers Doomsday, which is going to be the freaking movie of the year.
Dude.
We got
Tony Stark as a bad guy, bro.
We got the Michael Jackson biopic.
Yeah.
In 4 months from now. Mm-hmm. We got Cut, a Scream fan film.
When is that releasing?
In a few weeks after that, we actually got Scream 7 coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going to be a good year of movies. But yeah, Cut's coming out in the 13th.
Nice. Of February?
Yep.
Nice. Well,
Friday the 13th, you know.
Make sure you guys go check that out when that releases. Let's actually, since we're on the topic of movies, let's transition into being a director and wanting to direct films.
That's great.
When did you have that itch of wanting to direct filmmaking and stuff like that?
Ooh, this is a good story. I think I always had it in me for some weird reason. When I was a kid, I used to like, because you remember how back in the day we had DVDs. Mm-hmm. Before then we had VHS.
Right.
But you know, unfortunately, we grew up where VHSs were making their transition to DVDs. Mm-hmm. And back in the day, used to come with 2 discs. Mm-hmm. One was with the movie. The other disc was bonus.
Yep, bonus features.
Behind the scenes. And what did I do? Instead of watching disc number 1, I watched disc number 2. And I watched behind the scenes, bro. I used to watch behind the scenes of, remember Superman Returns?
Yes.
Brandon Routh. I remember just watching the behind the scenes documentary on that, you know? I was always watching behind the scenes of, I think, like a lot of the superhero movies I loved, I would watch it behind the scenes of. So I guess I was always intrigued as a child. You know, there's an old photo of me when my sister was born. You know, my parents were vloggers, you know, when we were babies, you know.
I think everybody was.
I think every parent was.
My mom had like those big cameras and just like, eh.
So there's a picture of me holding the camera, you know, next to my sister, you know. So it's like, oh, dang, it was destined for me to do this. But when I really wanted to get into like film directing, I think honestly, it was like a little. think it was like maybe my senior year in high school.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because it was just one of those things I just had to figure it out.
Mhm.
And then like I saw Forrest Gump.
Good
was
movie.
like-
Very good movie.
This is someone had to do this.
Mhm.
Someone had to write this. Someone had to like actually make this happen, you know. So yeah, Forrest Gump was like one of those movies. I'm like, yo, like directing would be cool
Mhm.
because I just wanted to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be a wrestler, and then it got to a point where it was like, ooh, I kind of need to be a little more realistic. Then I got accepted to film school over at Full Sail University, you know, because Full Sail University, because that's where WWE used to be at, you know. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think when the pandemic we were in the midst of the pandemic, I was like, yeah, I think wrestling is probably what I'm gonna be doing. No, not I wouldn't say the pandemic. Even before the pandemic, I was like, yeah, film directing is gonna be my career,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I mean, especially being a part of something like Full Sail, which, I mean, I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten those ads where it's like, you want to be a sports broadcaster, you go over here and get
Yeah.
all this other stuff. Like, their technology over there, whether it was you were in person or online, was like really like monumental.
Yeah. I didn't get to do in person, unfortunately. I did the online courses, but
Mhm.
this is the thing when it comes with film, everyone's different. Me, I was just over the classroom. I was done with school. It was just like senioritis hit me bad.
Wow.
Like as literally, bro, after wrestling season ended, bro, my grades were just slipping like crazy because it was like, bro, I don't want this no more.
Yeah.
I already did football. I already wrestled. Bro, it's springtime. I just want this to be over with. I just want to graduate already. Like, come on, like I'm over this, bro. So then I already got accepted into Full Sail
Mhm.
because like they don't care for like it's SATs, I think is what it is.
Mhm.
So I just did random answers on my SATs and everything, not giving a single care in the world,
Right.
you know. So, but yeah, so I did the online classes for Full Sail. My original plan was to do online first there and move out to Orlando, and then trying to make my way into WWE.
Yeah.
But nope, that didn't happen. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always felt like it's always,
Man, I didn't even finish.
oh, my bad.
No, I didn't even.
Oh,
finish the
no, I
course.
thought you meant
I didn't even finish the course.
No,
yeah.
no. I've always felt like somehow, some way, you're still going to be put in a good position, even if one thing doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Because, it just happens with everybody. Like, everybody has that end goal, but then when they have like that blockage, it's always like, okay, what do I do to either go past it or kind of like go aside from it?
Yeah.
So
That's how it was, man. Yeah, I mean, no matter like, this is the thing too that I've been learning just as this journey's been happening. Because like I said, all I wanted was to be a wrestler.
mhm.
But then when I guess it came to that acceptance, I'm like, yeah, that's not real. Here, I thought it was still going to be a thing when I got accepted into Full Sail.
Mhm.
Because the way I know about Full Sail was NXT, because they used to film over there.
Yeah.
And the college recruiters, I'm like, oh yeah, well the students are the ones that run the show.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, oh, here I'm thinking, oh, that's my gateway, bro. Like heck, because I didn't know indie wrestling was a legit thing, you know. Well, I didn't even know we had one over here, So like, it was like, yeah. So then had my first girlfriend and whatnot, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go to Florida now. So then and then after that, that's when I just came to that acceptance. I'm like, yeah, like that wrestling thing ain't it anymore. So it's like, but looking now, man, at the end of the day, film school, the main thing is the connections.
Yeah.
It's the people you meet, and then whatever your professor could take you on.
Mhm.
I dropped out in 2020. Honestly, I think I'm chilling. I've done a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
And yet I still get to wrestle.
Hell yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, what I thought life was going to look like didn't happen, but it's still going, what I wanted to do. So
Yeah. I mean, like I said, life works in mysterious ways. I
Yeah.
mean, my
It's so
family
cool,
always tells
man.
that. Yeah.
it's so cool how life be working sometimes.
So speaking about wrestling, you trained to become a professional wrestler
Mm-hmm.
in your journey. And what was that kind of start for you like when it came to transitioning from being in the classroom and stuff like that, online or whatever the case may be, to like training to be a wrestler and really pursuing that wrestling path?
Yeah, so it was like one of those things that was crazy because, like I said, at the end of the day, my wrestling career, me being on that poster, I just gotta give it up. It's just none of this would not be happening if it wasn't for this man right here. Like, you got me into the business right when I thought, like, because yes, I did graduate, but it wasn't from Full Sail. It was like little classes that we did at my church called Generation Church Ministry School. It's not like an actual accredited school, but it was like, it still felt like a real school because, yeah, we sat in a classroom-like setting with desks and everything, notebooks and stuff, And it sucked, man. I hated it. I couldn't do the classroom no more.
Right.
So it truly felt like, oh, I'm graduating, right? It was like, oh, but Sammy Guevara is doing the signing, right? See, that's a big transition. I'm not that big of a mark, I guess. I still am, but I will not wake up at 6 a.m. for a signing like that again. But that's the big transition. But
huge shout out to Sammy Guevara, by the way.
Sammy Guevara, man, the Spanish god. But what's it called? What's the question? My bad, man.
No, you're good. It was just what was those beginnings? What was those beginnings like? In
So the beginnings,
wrestling?
The
like training and all that stuff.
So the beginning was rough because we met in 2021.
Yeah. And
then after a couple weeks after the signing, and then that's when you hit me up to do the tapings for them. So I'm like, oh heck yeah, like I'll do it. And then I was like, ooh, what if I could still be a wrestler? Maybe this is it. And next thing you know, it is, right? So shout out to Jesse, man. When I was talking with Jesse, he was like giving me the details of how the class works. I think I gave him another call like the next week. He's like, hey, you still gonna go training? Are you still gonna train with us? I'm like, yeah, man. I just need to probably like next week or the next couple of weeks. I do got some things coming up. So yeah, so my first class, it was a smaller class. It was who was there? Honest John was there. Remember Timothy?
Yeah.
Timothy Brandon. And then who else was there? There was another guy. Travis. Travis was there. And this other dude, I forgot his name. His gimmick was Skid Row. Remember Skid Row?
Oh,
haven't seen him since. Haven't seen him since
gonna
that
pop
taping.
up
But yeah, it was this. So it was a cool, smaller class. Jesse showed me how to do the ropes. I'm like, I get to do the ropes? What the heck? I'm like, heck yeah. Bro, that sucked. Right into the ropes sucked, bro.
Yeah.
Here I'm doing now just because I'm scared now to hurt myself. I'm doing it like Hulk Hogan, all like the side and everything, and like, but yeah, man, but I was kind of consistent with it, but then as I want to say like my second month or couple months in, I wasn't able to train that much just because like my job. One, I was working these crazy hours over at Starbucks when I used to work there. And the pay at Starbucks back in the day was not good. The pay sucked, so I was living paycheck by paycheck. Got paid almost every other week. So it was like San Bernardino from here to there. It's not a far drive, but it's just when class starts, it sucks, because traffic hours and whatnot. So,
no, I know.
So
I know.
So I was training from like once a month, once every other month, twice a month. You won't see me again for a couple months, but I did my best to make it to the shows, to do ring crew and do the videos. But like, I was very, very next level inconsistent until 2023 when I got a job in San Bernardino. When I was your next door neighbor, my office was right next to your house. And then the school was only 10 minutes away. So that's where I was like, oh, I could still do this. Because I kind of gave up. I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is going to be a thing. Just because how life is going right now, I just don't think so. Like, even every time I'll make a surprise appearance to a show to film, Jesse will be like, hey, when you come back to training, man, I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm only here today because I got extra hours, so my paycheck is a little big for gas, you know.
Yeah.
So then I went. Man, this is the thing, man. I wanted it so bad, I really did, but it was just one of those things I generally couldn't. No one lives out here to give me that I could carpool with, you know.
Yeah.
So I generally couldn't do it,
Yeah.
you know, until I got my job at that place, at that nonprofit, where all right, every Tuesday after work, I got off of work at 5:30 and class started at 6. 10-minute drive. I felt that was like, yo,
Perfect. Yeah.
perfect, you know, like I'm still meant to do this. Maybe just wasn't in the season. I just had to do it. I just had to get introduced to it to be like, all right, like this is what you're gonna be doing in the near future, you know. So just be prepared, you know.
Yeah.
And that's how it was in 2023, bro. Yeah, for a whole year, I was consistent with it, bro. Missed occasionally, you know, because of work or whatnot, you know. But I was very consistent. I really wanted it, you know. Yeah.
And then not to mention EWF Tag Team Champion.
Yeah, man.
Alongside with, see, now this is a weird thing with Firebird, but then transitioned into Ernie Valencia.
Man. Yeah.
What was that moment like winning your first title in professional wrestling?
Whew, how much time we got, man? Just because it's like there's just a lot of things that are just not seen, you know, behind the scenes. But yeah, I never really spoke about this, so I might get a little emotional. I'm not gonna lie, but
You're good. You're good.
So we won. Yeah, so we won the tag titles October 2024.
Yeah.
Life was hard at that time. Very, very difficult. Made my debut in June, and of course, at first I'm like, oh my god, like I'm doing it now. I am a wrestler now. Like heck yeah. And then it just, as time kept coming and coming, I felt like I wasn't progressing. I felt like I was not doing it. So I was like, you know what, man? Like I'm gonna have to talk to the booker and just be like, hey, can you stop booking me for a couple months so I could just train, just focus on it? Because I don't think what I thought my gimmick was gonna be, I don't think it was working. I just felt it just wasn't working, you know. So then when I saw, and then it was in October. October was a busy month. We had shows back to back to back leading up to the title fight. So when I saw that, oh, we're facing Heartless Kings. Oh wait, aren't they the tag champs? See, this is the thing. People thought like, all right, they gave me a presentation like, oh yeah, you're gonna fight for the tag team titles. Nope. I just saw it on the flyer. I'm like, oh, I'm facing J2 and Jeremiah. Okay, cool. But it's like it was towards the end of the month, so I'm like, they probably might lose the titles by then because we have so many shows coming up. No, after show after show after show, I'm like, oh, okay, it's a title fight. Okay. So then that's where me and Ernie, we're like practicing tag moves and everything and training and stuff like that. John is helping us out. And then, yeah, bro, it was insane. The day before, we got to fight Delirium, which was insane. That was like the first match Delirium actually had as Delirium. You know, like Slade was already doing his thing, but he's trying to, you know, convert Flex over, right? So that was the first show that Flex had. Well, I'm sorry, McCallion. You know, that was the first time where we saw Flex be McCallion. Yeah. And we were his first opponents, and bro, it was a banger match. Yeah. You know, we lost, but it was a banger. Yeah. And then transition to the next day, I'm like, okay. Yeah, like I said, life sucked. Yeah. You know, lost my job early 2024. And but I was happy. I'm like, oh heck yeah. Because I was still getting some income. So like, dude, I could focus on my film. I could focus on wrestling. I could focus on my dreams. And yet my bills are getting covered still. Yeah. And then September, it wasn't happening no more. So then I had to go back to get a job. I'm like, what the heck, man? Yeah. So then I'm going back to a job that I used to work at. I'm not going to disclose what it is, but I had to go back to a job that I used to work at. And I remember like leaving there, it was like a celebration. Like, oh, dude, you moved up in life. Heck yeah. And then now it's like, I'm asking for my job back. It sucked. I felt like I downgraded so bad. And then it was cool. I'm like, okay, I got a job now. I got security. I don't even have to do an interview. Okay, cool. but the process to have my first day sucked. But I had to wait weeks and weeks and weeks. I was broke. Straight up, I was just straight up broke. And I had so much plans for October because I love October. I love Halloween. So I had so much plans that I wanted to do from the previous year that I want to do that year. Couldn't do it again because I generally had nothing. All I had was gas money to make it to the shows, And then I was missing training as well because I'm like, I can't even get there, bro. Like, I have no finances to get there, So then winning the tag titles, bro, was... So in the midst of that, I'm just feeling depressed because, like, dude, I don't think wrestling is the thing because it's like, it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is working for me. Like, I think I'm going to have to, like, stop, or I think I'm just going to have to, like, take a break and just focus on training and really figure out who the heck am I as a wrestler, because I didn't know who the freak I was. No confidence whatsoever. Peel back the curtain a little bit. Pona, so what do you want to do, brother? I'm like, I'm just a freaking deer in headlights. I couldn't even put a match together. I was like, I don't know, so it was embarrassing, man. And then my plan was, all right, after the Heartless Kings match, I'm just going to talk to so-and-so to take me out for a bit so I could just focus on training, focus like on my character. Who the heck am I as a wrestler? That wasn't the case. We won the titles. Ernie won it for us. That moment on, it was like, okay, I am forced to be great now. Mm-hmm. I was forced to be great. That's how I see it, man. And yeah, it was one of those memorable nights, bro. Like, I remember the day of driving. I'm like, the day just felt different, bro. Like, mm-hmm. it felt like a game day, man. It just felt different. My dad sends me videos of some of the kids that I'm cool with at my church, sending me messages. Good luck, Isaac. Win the goal, bro. I wanted to cry, man. And then I just play some AC/DC. I'm like, oh, bro, like, we freaking here. Like, let's freaking go. And then, yeah, man, the fact that we got to face one of the top tag teams in California, J2 Marioli and Jeremiah Fresh, like, what?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, winning it was it was great, man. I remember, like, Honest John just be like, hey, pressure makes diamonds, man. Make it happen. And, and then the Trailer King is like, you got this. Y'all got this. I believe in y'all, So it was really cool. It was like one of those moments. It's like, no, you're here for a reason. Let's make it happen. Yeah, I was forced to be great. And then, I just felt life just continued lifing after that night. It only felt good for like a couple hours, but then life just continued lifing. But that tag titles helped us, bro. It did.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was there when I witnessed that, and that made me emotional, dude, because it was like seeing you start out training before that, going to all these events and networking and stuff, and then like having that moment winning those tag titles. Who people forget, a lot of famous tag teams have won those tag team titles, like the Wolf Zaddies, for example. Shout out to Che Cabrera and Bad Dude Tito, and so on and so forth, from all the way back in the 90s. Like, you got to realize how prestigious those titles are.
Dude, the freaking Young Bucks.
Yeah.
I think LA Knight held it, I think, did he?
I believe. You know what's even that I could think of too?
I think Frank Kazarian held it too.
I believe so as well.
So it's like, and then now it's in my show, when I had it. But yeah, we were champs for 418 days.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Insane, man.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was gonna last that long, but it did, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm forever thankful for that run.
Mm-hmm.
It forced me to be great, and seeing the progression of where it's at, how far I came, is insane.
Yeah. Dude, like, there's no words to describe how proud, especially if I'm talking about myself, like, how proud I am of your progress, and to see what you've done since we first met in 2021. Like, this year alone is going to be 5 years since we met. That's insane. You know what I mean? Not only as the director of the podcast, but also doing some stuff, with side projects and wrestling and stuff like that too. So it's really cool to see like how you been able to like grow as an individual.
Thank you, man. Vice versa, bro. I've seen you grow too, man. Like, yeah, it's very dope seeing your growth, man. Going not only that, now you're like pushing the envelope now, directing your own movies now, which is I'm like, okay, Mike, I see you, man. Doing your 48 hour, that was really cool to see, bro. And now we're getting ready for another one, and yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, the 66-hour project film competition is happening in San Bernardino on February 20th through the 20th. I believe it's the 3rd. It's that weekend. Me and Isaac are going to be directing together, so it's going to be
crazy, man.
Really dope. So I think this is going to be the final question. I've always said this every podcast, but
I'm gonna pull the John Cena. We got time to keep going, man.
But no, I kind of want to input this because I've always said to each guest, like, are you proud of the story that you've created? But like looking at these, for example, like all the stuff that you've done, whether it's concerts right here. I mean, Giselle, I was a part of that music video as well. Shout out to Giselle. The Legend of the Boogeyman, which again, that was a fun time. I got to meet a lot of great people through that. You also have a poster of, is that the day that you guys, let me see. Was that the day?
No, that's the anniversary extravaganza.
Oh, okay.
That was the tornado match with myself, with me and Bird versus Delirium.
Yeah. And then not only that,
you were there for that one, right?
For that one, I think I was.
Yeah,
I think I was. You have the Soul Ties right here. Shout out to Young C.
Crazy.
But the one I want to point out the most, it's behind this great picture right there of Scream. Shout out to Scream, by the way, is Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, man.
This man right here got to film one of Jacob Fatu's final appearances in the indie scene.
Crazy, yeah.
For a company called why did
PCW.
PCW. Thank you. I was gonna forget.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It says it on there too.
Yeah.
Oh, but go ahead and put the picture down.
No. It's all good.
Yeah, right there,
PCW Ultra. Back in 2024. Yeah, that was 2024 as well.
Yeah.
So like, are you proud of the story that you've created for yourself? And if so, why?
Let's pause very quick. I'm on some. Am I proud of the story? Yeah, I am. I'm nowhere where I want to be, believe it or not. Like, I am unhappy of where I'm at. Because it's like, I know I just live uncomfortably, so it's like I know that I could still do more. And plus, like I said, I'm nowhere where I want to be at in my life. But I don't mean in a negative way. No, I just mean it like, I still got stuff I got to do. So we going. But I am proud of what I was able to do. Like you said yourself, bro. I got to do, like
that one right there.
Yeah, man.
You'll probably put the graphics of what these are.
Right? Yeah, if it wasn't for you, wouldn't have got to film Jacob Fatu, bro, because there's just a lot of moments happening in my life that's just leading me to where I'm at, man. Like meeting you it opened a lot of doors for me where I got to have a cool opportunity again to film Jacob Fatu, and it's one of his last appearances. I think it was like a month after that or a few weeks after that.
Yeah.
I'm reading articles, Jacob Fatu signed and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I just saw him. What? But yeah, I am proud, man. Like, yeah, all the stuff that's up here, I need to update the wall. But yeah, it's just, every single one of those pictures that has a special meaning to it. That Miles Minnick one, that one's a good story right there. And of course, the Soul Ties one, that's like one of the biggest videos I've ever shot.
Yeah.
That's still going viral to this day.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, plus, got to film Jacob Fatu, bro. Insane.
Yeah, dude.
But no, I'm very proud of it. There's a lot more to do, and I'm very happy with the progress.
Yeah, dude. And like I said, I think speaking not only for myself but your peers and the people that we're all proud to see where you're at. You know what I mean? Because it's like seeing that growth is phenomenal. So
thank you, man.
Yeah. So with that said, I know you got a little bit of a shop announcement that you would like to make. Just made Mr. Pro Wrestling Tee store. Just opened.
Shop if you want to pro wrestling tees. Yeah.
Where can the people have a shirt like that? The Hollywood Irod, Inland Empire, Los Angeles.
He told me to wear this, by the way. I did not want to wear it. No. It's ProWrestlingTees.com/Irod. Never thought I'd be doing that. Shop at ProWrestlingTees.com/Irod. Yeah. Crazy thing is, I've always had it. I just never never promoted it, man. Never promoted it. It was like, you know what? I need to start promoting this thing. No one even knows I have one.
Yeah.
So like, all right, so shop at ProWrestling.com.
Yeah,
Pro
Wrestling
You can buy
2000.
this.
Yeah.
I just dropped another shirt.
Oh, okay.
I think all my Stranger Things fans are gonna like this one.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you like the ending?
The ending was great.
Okay.
I like that. I didn't like the whole season itself, but the finale was great. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. That's a series I got to catch up on myself. Is like Stranger Things. I have not watched it at all, so I got to catch up on it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Good luck with that, 'cause it's a lot.
Where can the people find you on social media?
Crazy. You're asking me this question. All right. I'm so used to the other way around, you know? Yeah. Instagram. Follow me on irod.oneway. If you want to, follow the the podcast page of wayup.pod. Then my movie page, oneway.prod. Yeah, mainly Instagram. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I might do a Threads, maybe. People are telling me to do it. So I'm like, yeah. Oh, TikTok as well. Way up. I forgot what it was. It'll be right here. I'm so out of tune with TikTok, bro.
We'll add a little thing right here that says it.
And watch the Way Up podcast.
No worries. But hey, thank you so much, dude. It's been
and follow the EWF page as well. EWF Empire. So you can see me in action. Yeah.
Insane. And he left me hanging too, which is just, but I appreciate you being on, dude. Thank you so much. And hopefully 2026 goes your way, man.
Yes,
hopefully it does for all of us,
it
man.
It will, man. It's going to be a good year. 2026 will be a good year, man.
And then I guess I got to do the outro thing, right? Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining in. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify or wherever you get your podcast from, make sure you hit that like button. Give us a 5-star review. If you're watching on YouTube, which I appreciate, make sure you hit that subscriber button. Our goal for 2026 is to make it to 1,000 subscribers. So if we could get that done, we're currently in the 500s. That'd be great. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of Your Story.